Fans, would you all please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag and help us honor the United States of America. At each game, youth baseball and softball teams take the field and stand beside the R-Phils players as the junior R-Phils, thanks to Commonwealth Charter Academy. Tonight's Commonwealth Charter Academy junior R-Phils teams are Schuylkill Haven Little League Phillies, White Sox, and Gentlemen. Now, please welcome the Bucks County Country Gentlemen, who will perform our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets flared in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the flag of the free and the hope of the brave. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bucks County Country Gentlemen.
A beautiful national anthem here at FirstEnergy Stadium as the fireworks go off, and we are ready to play some baseball here in America's Classic Ballpark. I am Emily Messina, and on with me is Alexis Yoder to bring you all the action here from FirstEnergy Stadium as your Reading Fightin' Phils get set to take on the Altoona Curve. Now, Reading leads the series 3-1. So the worst that they can come away with is a series split, but they're looking to take the game today, and that will slate them for a series victory. Game number 5 of the 6-game set. We'll see Colton Eastman in his AA debut this season. He is joining us from Lehigh Valley, where he has spent the entire season, but no stranger to Reading. He's been here in 19 and in 21, so he knows this park very well, and he's faced AAA hitters the entire season, so we'll see how he comes out today right out of the gun. Eastman will be throwing back to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. The Phillies' number 4 prospect has had a fantastic series. Out in left field, Vito Freesia. He's been there quite a number of times these past few weeks. Chris Sharp in center, and Jack Conley moving over to right field today. Sal Gazzo taking the hot corner. Jonathan Guzman and Kevin Vicuña, 2 peas in a pod in the middle infield, and Josh Occamy over at first. Alexis is laughing because all week long we've seen them holding hands.
And it's so adorable too, because I stand near the dugout for a pretty good portion of the game, just getting some things for social media, and even their connection in the dugout, whether they're dancing with each other or cheering on their teammates, whatever it may be. These two definitely have a special connection, and it's so fun to watch, as you just said, when they're warming up, whether they're arriving at the same time. It's so funny, and, they play right next to each other, too, so that chemistry is important to have in that communication.
Definitely. I would say, being that close is really important in the middle of the infield. You kind of just move with the other person, and they seem like they've really established that bond to be able to not only, hold the middle infield down, but trust the other person to back them up, to be there in the right place at the right time as we get ready to start this game. First pitch coming up quick. Leover Peguero steps in the righty batter's box. Colton Eastman glove at his face. Now it comes down. A big wind-up, and this is taken out to center field for a hit. It's going to drop in 6:48. the first pitch here in Reading, Pennsylvania, just a couple minutes late. It's about 72 degrees here in Reading, wind 5 miles an hour. It's blowing out to center field today, so we'll keep an eye on that as Eastman allows a base runner to start off this contest. Here is Jared Triolo. Triolo got the afternoon off yesterday, coming in with some fresh legs right now. Eastman out of the stretch here early on, sends the ball outside.
Might I add that Sal Gaza has gotten in on some of those hand-holding pitchers.
Oh, yes. Certainly rounding out that middle infield positions because he subs in at second quite a number of games. A couple of the happiest people I've ever met, that's for sure.
Hey, they're enjoying life.
Yeah, Vicuña is probably one of the best teammates I've ever seen. Anytime anyone gets on base, has a home run, he's the first one out of the dugout with cheers and congratulations as Eastman hits the strike zone. 1-1. A wide stance from Triolo. Runner going. Here's the pitch. Occamy from the knees. A perfect throw. The tag. They got him. Logan Occamy cleans the base paths up with a called stealing to start off this contest. That's his 11th of the season.
And Peguero seemed to be lingering out there, still out there.
And the acting manager, Blake Butler, is arguing with the third base umpire, Evan Johnson, who made that call. He's not happy. The actual manager, Kyron Madison, out right now, and Blake Butler, who's the integrated baseball performance coach, which I'm told it just means coach, is subbing in over at third and kind of making the calls here. Not happy with it, but there's one out on the board, and no runners on here for Eastman. Can return to his full windup. Here's the 2-1. It's fouled back 2-2. Well, we've talked a lot about Occamy's offensive production lately, but we should definitely be in recognition of his defensive production as well.
Just been the consistency behind the plate, especially with so many new pitchers coming in each and every game. It's important that they have somebody they can be on the same page with.
Triolo fouls is back, and that definitely reminds me of how in the Arizona Fall League, Logan was named, the Sportsmanship Award, not just because of his attitude and his positive presence, but because how well he connects with his pitchers. They all trust him. They feel safe. He calls a good game for them, and he makes sure to do his pregame work very diligently. He's always the first one at the field, putting in the work, his work early, so that way he can make sure he's available for any time a pitcher needs him. Ball comes in the dirt. It's now 3-2 here. Throwing at about a 20% clip to catch runners stealing. 10 for 40. As Eastman deals the payoff pitch, goes off speed, and a big swing and a miss from Triolo puts out number 2 on the board. Eastman struggled a bit in AAA to start off this season, a 4.93 ERA. He's kind of simmered down a little bit from the start, but one thing he's been struggling with is the walks. 31 walks to 39 strikeouts. When you issue that many free passes, you're gonna get yourself into some sticky situations. And hoping here that he can kind of even that out.
Build his confidence back up too.
We'll see if pitching coach Matt Hockenberry can guide him through. He gets the 0-1. This is fouled back, and it makes it 0-2. He's got 2 outs here after allowing a leadoff hit. Logan Occamy caught him stealing to get the first out. He struck out Triolo for out number 2. And now we're seeing Henry Davis for the first time this series. He is joining us after rehabbing all the way back up through the system as he rips this down the third base line foul. Davis is the number 2 prospect for the Pirates. Was drafted first overall, actually, in 2021, first by the Pirates. So obviously very important to their club. He's a catcher. We'll see him back behind the plate tonight, but had a little bit of a injury that he struggled with and has been coming back through rehab. So joining us at the ballpark today, Eastman has him 2-0. Here's the pitch above head. He's able to duck down, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes. Davis, a product of Louisville, kind of got on the map in the shortened 2020 season, which you didn't hear of many people being able to make advancements in that season.
That's kind of detrimental to a lot of people.
Yeah, was able to show off as he fouls one back. We'll go again. Slashing 370, 483, and 633 with 15 homers in 2021 in Louisville, and then able to come up with the Pirates, and now here in Double-A just a season later. Checks his swing. Does he go around on the outside? He does. A little frustrated with his first at-bat, but Colton Eastman certainly is not. After allowing a leadoff hit, he faces just the minimum in the top of the first. We'll go into the bottom half. Can Reading get on the board early? The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Here we go into the bottom of the first inning. Reading got a clean 1-2-3. Eastman facing the minimum, so Reading can try to get on the board first here. We'll go Vito Freisha leading off, Jack Conley, Josh Occamy, and who but Logan Ohapi in that cleanup spot. Jalen Ortiz, the designated hitter, batting 5th. Kevin Vicuña batting 6th. And then Chris Sharp, Jonathan Guzman, and Sal Gazzo fill out 7, 8, and 9. So we were just talking about Henry Davis. He'll be back behind the plate tonight, catching for the starter Carmen Majinski, who throws a first pitch ball to Vito Freisha. Well, yesterday we saw Vito Freisha take the first pitch way deep. The first person to do that since Matt Kroon of last year.
He wasn't wasting any time.
But he sees a ball to start things off twice in a row, and he leads the count 2-0. Alvarez in left, Frazier in center, and Connor Scott in right. Triolo and Peguero on the left side of the infield, and Shackleford and Gorski on the right side, as Freisha takes ball 3 to start off this bottom half. It's Ray Valero back behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. The umpires in their baby blues today. Don't see that usually at a night game, as Freisha takes a called strike of the knees. 95 out of Majinski. Evan Johnson, the third base umpire, and Brian DeBrouwer manning the first base territory. Freisha drives this sharply to the shortstop. Peguero can't make the play, but he's able to pick it up and fire it over to first. Freisha got out of the box quickly, but just couldn't get down the line fast enough, and it ends up being 6-3 in your scorebook. If you're following along with us, there's out number 1.
He's been hitting the ball hard lately in that leadoff spot, so I say keep him near the top of the lineup. It seems to be really working for him.
He's making contact. It'll drop in eventually. That's kind of the way it goes as Jack Conley steps in and takes a first pitch strike. Conley moving up a little bit in the lineup today. He has batted in the 2-hole at least one other time. Let me see. One other time. There we go. So second time in the top of the lineup, and he's been certainly getting on base for the Fightin' Phils. An 11-game on base streak, the longest one that's currently running for the R Phils. Freisha with 5. One out here, bottom of the first, scoreless in Baseball Town. Jack Conley takes ball number 2 to his 1 strike. Outside goes Majinski. 3-1 the count. Jack getting ahead of it early here. Majinski, Hilton Head, South Carolina native, as Connolly swings through a fastball, and now the count is full, a product of the University of South Carolina, so a Gamecock. Picked up in the competitive balance round, the first one in 2020. Jack pokes this foul, will go again. He's kind of had back and forth starts. He's been really dominant and just really not. And we'll have to figure out which one of these starts it's going to be for Majinski. As the righty comes home to Conley, the payoff pitch grounded to third. Triolo across the diamond, there's two. But after just a year of playing in the Pirates system, he was voted to have the best changeup. So certainly something to try to ride through as he works his way up the minor league system. Dealing, Majinski, the first lefty batter he'll see in Josh Occamy, who had a solo shot of his own yesterday. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, scoreless in Reading. Occamy looking to get on board for the Fightin' Phils. He takes the ball outside. Well, it was cloudy when we were about to get started. Now it's sunshine overhead, not a cloud in the sky.
It's beautiful here.
It is. What a gorgeous day to watch baseball.
And it was originally scheduled to rain today, forecasted to rain today.
But
so
it
this
is
couldn't
perfect.
have been better.
2 balls and a strike. The righty deals Josh Occamy, takes him out to left. Alvarez coming over. A can of corn for the left fielder, puts out number 3 on the board. Both sides scoreless in the first, on to the second in Baseball Town.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
After a clean first on both sides, we'll go to the top of the second, scoreless here in Baseball Town. Colton Eastman allowed a hit in the first, but ended up facing the minimum after Logan Ohapi got a caught stealing. It took him 14 pitches to get through one, and Majinski 16 pitches, so pretty even here for the 2 starters, as he sees Matt Gorski for a first pitch strike. The righty has the left side of the infield and Kevin Vicuña back deep. Josh Occamy playing in close as the ball comes down and away, 1-1 the count. So we're talking about how the sun is overhead. Well, it does create some shadowing across the field down the left field line as it begins to set. It'll push from left to right. So a lot of guys out there in sunglasses right now.
Looked like pretty much our entire team had them on as they were coming out. to get stretched out.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you can follow the ball in the air, and you've got to make sure too that you pick really good sunglasses, stuff that not only blocks the sun but allows you a full range of viewing. As Gorski chases the off-speed pitch from Eastman, and he goes down on strikes. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Colton Eastman, and number 1 here in the second. That breaking ball is really working for the righty, as he'll see Aaron Shackleford. And the Reading Fightin' Phil's defense quickly puts the shift on. Guzman almost back behind second, leaving Sal Gazzo full range of the left side of the infield. Eastman bounces it over the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Reading in their home pinstripe uniforms, matching top and bottom with the red cap and the white F fist on the front. As Eastman kicks and fires, chopper to second, ranging over Vicuña deep in the hole to Occamy. What a pick at first.
That ball was in the dirt. If his glove was up just an inch, it would have gotten away, but Josh able to pick it up and get this second out here.
So 2 away for Brent Sita, the designated hitter in today's contest. Shift worked there for the Fightin' Phils. But with the righty, they'll reset, everybody playing it straight up. Sita, pretty closed off stance here, waiting for Eastman to step back on the rubber. Yesterday, he had a solo home run. One of 6 home runs between 2 teams, which was so funny because the prior game, there was just a combined 6 hits. And then the next game, at least 6 home runs. It's so interesting how every day is so different in this sport. Here's the 0-1 after Sita fouls one back. A ball and a strike.
I like how you put, I think it was either on social media or on the recap you put, I didn't have a game-winning run being scored on
my bingo card.
On the bingo card for the day, or the only run of the game for that matter.
Sita pops this foul, 1 and 2. It's so weird how things work out. I mean, both teams having great hitting contests, and then the day before a shutout. We'll see what today brings us. That's the fun of it. You never know. 1 ball and 2 strikes here, 2 outs on the board. Colton Eastman comes home in the dirt, and now it's 2 and 2. 2 quick outs in the top of the second. Reading, the home team, will bat in the bottom half. Solid crowd here in Baseball Town. Beautiful evening in Reading, PA. Eastman has his glove in front of his face. Now he takes a deep breath, settles down at his waist as he turns towards home plate and fires. Sita fouls one back, and he'll keep his 2-2 count.
I think there's an entire Little League team sitting right in front of us, and there are a ton of Little League T-ball teams here today.
Trying to keep my crowd mic down a little bit today. A lot of chit-chat going on in front of us, but I love to see all the energy that these kids are bringing to this contest. As Eastman misses in the dirt, the count is now full with 2 outs here on the board.
They had so much fun playing catch in the outfield, too.
Junior Fightins and Stars of Tomorrow playing out on the field before the game. The payoff pitch is down and away. It's ball 4, and Sita will walk his way down to first. The curve will have a runner on with 2 outs here for Matt Frazier, who's had a pretty solid series. We didn't see him yesterday. Did come in to pinch hit in the closer game the other day. But we'll see him now from the left side. 3 lefties in Altoona's lineup. Ground ball, second base. Vicuña's got this. That'll do it. Altoona strands a runner on as we head into the bottom half. Reading another opportunity to get on the board first in just a second here in Baseball Town.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Bucks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone. But help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Bottom of the second we go here in Baseball Town. Eastman dealt a walk, but was able to get out of it clean. So zeros up on the scoreboard here. Reading trying to get on the board first. We'll see Logan Occamy, Jalen Ortiz, and Kevin Vicuña as the Phillies' number 4 prospect takes the ball to start off his at-bat. Logan had a 3-run home run yesterday for his 13th of the season. Now last summer, in about 120 games, Logan had 17 home runs. He's already at 13, and we're not even halfway through the summer. As the prospect takes the ball outside, 3-0.
Oh, he's going to obliterate that total.
Oh, for sure.
No doubt.
Batting right around 300 for the last few weeks. Sits 298 now. And he'll take ball 4 and run down to first. Reading gets their first runner on here in the top of the second for Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz, the designated hitter today. Available off the bench for the Fightin' Phils is Hunter Marquardt, Albert Jerez, and Jackson Wright. Who am I missing? Aldrin Corridor. That's who I'm missing. There we go. Ortiz takes ball number 1, and so far we haven't seen a strikeout of Majinski here in this second frame. 16 pitches to get through the first. The righty comes home to Ortiz, who pumps this foul. Bangs off the roof. Hop shuffles off the bag at first as Ortiz takes a called strike outside. Standing way back in that righty batter's box. A lot of kids out in the pool today. Down the right field line, that 67 club is packed down the third base side. Ortiz chases an offering in the dirt for strike number 3. And there's the first strikeout of the day for Majinski and out number 1. Here in the second. Here's Kevin Vicuña with a runner on first. And just one out. Vicuña would love to get something going for the Fightin' Phils. A 2-hit day yesterday. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody maybe tried to lay down a bunt here and move over Logan. Takes the first pitch ball. Middle infielder's back for the curve. Corner infielder's playing in. Majinski throws over. Occamy dives back in time. He's okay. Not a lot of base stealing on this team. Occamy leads the team with 4. And Wendell Rijo, who is rehabbing his way back to us, has 7, and he hasn't played a game in over a month. So not a big running team as Vicuña fouls this back, but Logan's certainly one of the guys that could swipe a bag. Here's a 1-1 count. Third base side of the rubber for Majinski. Now he comes home outside. Actually, what day was that? May 6th. That Rijo went to the IL, so just over a month. But now he's rehabbing his way back. I believe he's in Clearwater right now, so he should be joining us hopefully sometime soon. There's a ball in the dirt. Three balls, one strike. Logan walked his way down to first. Kevin Vicuña ahead in the count here. Takes it out to shallow left center. Going back is Peguero, the shortstop, is able to make the catch. It kind of held up in the sky, I think more than Vicuña would have liked. And there's out number 2 here. Logan still on first for Chris Sharp.
That almost kind of dropped into no man's land, as we saw a ball yesterday kind of drop into that area in center field too. It gave the Arphils a little bit of trouble out there, but as you said, it hung up there just long enough that shortstop was able to go back and track it down.
Occamy going. Here's the throw from Davis, and it's late. Logan swipes a bag on the Pirates' number 2 prospect, the catcher Henry Davis, and he gets himself into scoring position, and now he has 5 on the season here as Chris Sharp took a first pitch strike. Just got a really good jump on that, and by the time the ball came home to Davis, he was 3/4 of the way there. The throw was on the outside part of the bag, but I think even if it was good, Logan would have got there in time. Sharp takes a pitch below the knee, 1-1. Compact stance from Chris Sharp. He keeps the bat on his shoulder until the release, and he pokes it the opposite way. Occamy's being waved around. They're play at the plate, and they'll get him. A good throw from the right fielder, Scott, up the line. Chris Sharp will get credit for the hit. Logan Occamy thrown out at the plate as the Arphils try to score the first run. But that will end the inning, so we'll be scoreless into the top of the 3rd here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Reading was about 2 steps away from scoring a run in the bottom of the 2nd as Logan Occamy came around but was thrown out at the plate. The right fielder Connor Scott went directly to the catcher Henry Davis and wasn't even really a close play. Chris Sharp does get credit for the hit, but still scoreless here as we head to the top of the 3rd. Colton Eastman out on the mound with 27 pitches. We'll see Connor Scott and Andres Alvarez for the first time, and then go back to the top of the order with Leover Peguero. A first pitch ball outside to Scott, batting in the 8-hole today. Grounds out to Kevin Vicuña at 2nd. That's the 3rd ball that Vicuña has seen over there. Spicy spot today as Andres Alvarez comes up. Now, Alvarez has been the leadoff hitter for the past, 4 contests. But today he's the number 9 hitter, which is very interesting. Usually, you go down a couple spots. You don't
and then
go
you
all
go
the way
all
from
the way
first to
down.
9. Very infrequently do you see that, but I guess not happy with his production. They'll put him in the number 9 hole. Eastman misses downstairs.
We saw that against Binghamton, too, with their leadoff guy for pretty much over half that series was Wyatt Young, and then the lineup one day showed him in the number 9 spot. So
just not producing. He's
and
had
he
2
did
other hits.
And he did get a hit.
Maybe just needs that less pressure as he pops up. Occamy chases it into foul territory, but it's going to land on the other side of the net. Maybe just needs, less pressure as the leadoff guy.
It seemed to work for Young in our series against Binghamton. He got a couple hits in the 9 spot. Then you're back to the top of the lineup.
Yeah, whether you're getting production at the top or the bottom, getting on base certainly the most important part as Alvarez, steps back into the righty batter's box with a 1-1 count. Takes a step, and there's a called strike 2. Eastman already has 1 out here in this frame. Both teams have a hit on the board. Dealing in the dirt is Eastman. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got to talk about the Phillies here. They just won 9 games in a row, taking the series over the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-0. Zach Wheeler took the win for the Phillies. 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts. That's what we call a quality start. As Eastman misses downstairs, now it is full. Reese Hoskins had a double on the series, and Bryson Stott had his 4th home run, which all of his home runs have been coming recently as he's really fighting his way back into this lineup. And he scored Matt Vierling, so the young guy's doing a lot of work as the Phillies top the Diamondbacks and Madison Bumgarner to take that series. They're now 3rd in the NL East. And a game over 500. Here's the payoff pitch from Colton. This is taken out to left. I think he got too much on the top of the zone because it falls right into the glove of Vito Fresia. And there's out number 2. Back to the top of the order here for Peguero. Lehigh Valley, they don't play till 8. They are at Omaha, so a little bit of a time difference there. They'll send Bailey Falter to start off that contest. Jersey Shore is pitching Ben Brown today. They trail Hudson Valley 1-0, but it's already the top of the 7th. They had an earlier start. I think they started at 6, so that game is cruising.
We can't get quick games like that here.
Signs a bunt from Peguero, and there is strike number 1. Clearwater Threshers beginning their contest in a little bit, but something to talk about there the next time we see Henry Davis back behind the plate. Here's the 0-1 from Eastman. Just misses below the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. So lots going on around the affiliates, and we're looking to follow in the footsteps of the Big Phils. Eastman gets a long fly ball out of Peguero. At the warning track is Jack Conley. He tracks it over and makes the catch down by his ankles.
Don't scare us like that, Jack.
Ooh, but he makes the play, and that will do it here. A 1-2-3 frame for Colton Eastman, looking for some run support out of his teammates in the bottom of the 3rd.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's Uncle Sonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Bottom of the third, Eastman's been shoving here for the Fightin Phils, 0-0. Reading looking to give him some run support as Jonathan Guzman will lead it off. Takes the ball down and away. Salgazzo, and then back to the top of the order with Vito Fresia. Reading has one hit. That was Chris Sharp. And the Curve have one hit. That was Peguero to start off the ball game. Both teams have had a runner thrown out on a bag. Pretty competitive game so far as the Shadows start to cross from left to right. A slow roller to short. Guzzi about 2 steps away from running that out. Turns over on the ball and right to the shortstop it goes. There's out number 1. Here's Salgazzo. The switch hitter is going to bat from the left side against the righty Majinski. Gazzo last night 0 for 4. Getting some more at-bats as of late. Takes ball number 1 to start things off. Inside goes Majinski 2-0. Reading got on the board first yesterday, and they were able to take that game in the win column. When they score first at home, they are 18-3, which says a lot about being on top early and not fighting from behind the rest of the game. Gazzo takes a strike on the inside, but then a ball way more inside. 3-1 the count. I think just feeling good, you know, you're on top early, you're not clawing tooth and nail. More confident. Sal takes a swinging strike as Majinski hits 97 on the radar gun. Pirates number 14 prospect as Gazzo goes down swinging on some high heat. I'm told he is very tuned in. He is very focused. A baseball rat, if you will. Just recently got a phone, doesn't have any social media. He is here to play baseball, and that is his top priority. But he also does play musical instruments, the guitar and the piano. So I don't know what that means, but that's pretty cool. Can play
well, that's a hobby you don't
sports
hear.
And the arts. I like that. Here's Vito Fresia. He takes a first pitch ball. One that loops a little bit too far below the knees.
Hey, it's possible. We're seeing it.
Outside. Fresia holding off. Reading trying to get a base runner here. Grounded out to short his first time up. 2 outs on the board here, bottom of the third. These teams are scoreless and both only have 1 hit under their name. And there is ball 4. No, it's a called strike 2. Fresia was a couple steps down to first when the home plate umpire Ray Valero made the call. Gotta be quicker than that, Ray. Here's the payoff pitch. Deep drive by Fresia out to the right fielder, Scott. He uses his glove to block the sun, and he makes the catch. The Fightin Phils end up going down in order into the third. So on to the fourth scoreless here at FirstEnergy Stadium. A pitcher's duel under our hands.
We're over here in box 3.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Scoreless heading into the top of the fourth here in Baseball Town. It's turned into a pitcher's duel. Colton Eastman, 38 offerings, and Majinski, 47. As we head into the top of the fourth, Eastman will see Triolo, the number 2 hitter, Henry Davis, and Matt Gorski. A first pitch ball, and then one below the knees, 2 and up. Flag out in center field, still pushing gently out of the ballpark. Not the kind of wind that's going to change the game here. Pop up in foul territory. There's a first strike. The lights have come on here at the ballpark, although it's still bright out. Just want to make sure that everybody can see things with the shadows starting to come across the field. Big kick and fire home from Eastman inside, 3-1.
That foul ball popped up back here reminded me. Did you see the catch that gentleman had yesterday while he was holding a whole entire plate of food? And his left hand leaned back and caught the ball with one hand.
There's Triolo taking ball 4. He'll walk down to first. They always show those clips of like the parents with the babies or like catching it in the beer cup.
It was definitely one of those catches.
People will do anything for the foul ball. As I've said before, the best souvenir in baseball, in all of sports, honestly. But yeah, people will keep the food and the child and get the foul ball. So fresh count here to Henry Davis with a runner on first. He'll take it foul for strike number 1. Davis, just one game so far in Altoona, or 2 games in Altoona, just one hit prior to today's contest. So what happened was he was hit by a pitch in the wrist, and he was having a little bit of issue with that. They promoted him from Greenville, but he was still having some issue, and that's when they put him on the injured list. So he was set to play here in Altoona. Ground ball left side, Guzzi, Vicuña, Occamy keeps his foot on the bag. A 6-4-3 double play gets 2 outs on the board for the Fightin Phils.
He'd make that 2 great plays on catches by Josh over at first base.
A little bit off the bag, and he was able to stretch and keep his foot on to round out the play. The first double play of the ball game clears the base paths for Colton Eastman, and now there's 2 outs here with Matt Gorski coming up. Gorski moving into the cleanup hole after having 2 extra base hits yesterday, a double and a home run. Takes the first pitch ball in the dirt. Eastman, glove in front of his face. Now he comes home. This is ripped down the left field line. It's fair. Chasing it all the way to the wall is Vito Freesia. Gorski's going to pull up at second. A double in this frame for the number 4 hitter. Puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Freesia played that off the wall really well. If that got by him, Gorski's easily standing at third base right now.
Certainly very speedy down into second. And as we've seen before, Freesia has a fantastic arm. You do not want to run on him down the left field line, but certainly that was struck really well by Gorski. Here's Aaron Shackleford with a runner on second and 2 outs. Shackleford from the left side here. Eastman out of the stretch. Pitches a ball inside, 1-0. Shackleford grounded out to second his first time up. Eastman moving slowly here, gets another ground ball. Josh Occamy makes the play unassisted, and that will do it as the R fills. Come off the board clean in the top of the 4th to the bottom half they go. Keep saying this, but we'll see if they can get on the board first.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally, so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the 4th, Jack Conley due up for the Fightin' Phils. He'll be followed by Josh Occamy and Logan Ohapi as Reading's trying to get on the board first. Colton Eastman has pretty much shut down the curve. He's allowed just 2 hits and 1 walk. No runs on the board here, so we're scoreless in the bottom of the 4th inning in Baseball Town. Jack Conley takes a first pitch ball. Grounded out to third his first time up. It holds off on a pitch outside. 2-0. Reading's had just 2 base runners today. Logan Ohapi a walk and Chris Sharp a hit. Hop was thrown out at the plate though. Jack Conley punches this down the right field line. Going back at the wall is Scott. And he absolutely robs Jack Conley of an extra base hit as he falls into the wall. And there is out number 1.
He bounced off that wall too, making it look a little bit dramatic, but still, it was a great catch, and you're right, Jack was robbed on that one.
Here's Josh Occamy, who's been picking things up as of late. Takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner. The only true lefty in the R-Phils lineup today, Sal Gaza, was switch hitter. Will bat from the left side as long as there's a right-hander on the mound. Josh sends this foul into the cattle herder. 1-1. Up above the head. A ball and 2 strikes here. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Josh takes a called strike, 2-2. 41 hits on the season for Josh. 17 of them for extra bases, 9 doubles, and his 8th home run yesterday. The count is now full here. Somebody trying to get on base for the Arphils. This could turn out to be one of those games where one swing of the bat could be all each team needs. Josh sends it foul. Into the Arphils dugout will go again. Seen a lot of high count at bats throughout this series, a couple 10, 11, 12 pitchers. This one is offering number 7 here, and it's inside. Josh will take ball 4. And Reading will get a base runner here in the heart of their order. As Josh walks down, it's Logan Occamy. Occamy walked his last time up, but was caught trying to come across the plate. Stole a base, though, his 5th of the season, so he certainly got that speed, just was looking to cruise into home. But the right fielder, Scott, with a great throw to the dish.
And add that walk to Josh Occamy's Eastern League leading. Can't remember what the number is off the top of my head. 45.
Gotcha.
There we go. Knew it was in the 40s somewhere. 41 was the magic number to take the lead, or 40.
45.
Over Gunnar Henderson.
Pretty impressive for Josh, sole leader out in the Eastern League. And free passes down to first. Occamy fouls one back. He's 0-2. Take a pitch above the letters. Ball and 2 strikes.
Every kid's favorite chant, the MTO chant.
If Logan gets an RBI in this game, everybody goes home with the coupon for a free drink. This is sent way out to center field. Backing up to make the catch is Frazier. Holding up at first is Josh, and there's out number 2. Little bit of a depth perception miscue on the fans. You always hear them cheer when it goes up in the air like that. If you're watching from our perspective, it's just a fly ball to center field. But if you're a fan, you want that gone. I mean, I'm with them. I want it gone too, but
I agree.
Just wasn't. Jalen sends this foul into the net in the plaza. Struck out swinging his first time up. This is game number 56 of 138. Lots done and lots more to go. We are 41% of the way through this season, nearing the end of the first half, which is on June 26th. That's when we'll find out our first 2 playoff contenders in the Eastern League, and then we'll reset and do it all over again. Here's the 1-1 to Ortiz, kind of a wild swing on an off-speed pitch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Jalen drives this out to right field. Scott tracking back, struggling to find it in the sun, but he's able to make the catch, and that will do it. Through 4 scoreless in Baseball Town. Top of the 5th coming up. Colton Eastman still on the rubber for the Fightin' Phils. White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Arphils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Arphils fans, see an Arphils road game, meet with an Arphils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star Arphils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the Arphils at Erie, meet with an Arphils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday, before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Arphils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
of the 5th coming at you here in Baseball Town. Both teams are scoreless. Reading just 1 hit, Altoona 2. Colton Eastman back out for another inning of work. Just 49 pitches under his belt. He's been very solid, inducing a lot of weak ground ball contact. He'll see Brent Sitta, Matt Frazier, and Connor Scott here in the top of the 5th. And he'll send ball 1 into Sitta, who's walked it down to first. Just 1 of 2 walks issued by Eastman in his first Double-A start. There's a foul ball into the cattle herder on the third base side as the count evens. Really good vegetable race here at FirstEnergy Stadium occurring. The carrot was the winner. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to come out to a game. Say that too when I'm talking about the crazy hot dog vendor. Checking his swing is Sitta, and he does go around a ball and 2 strikes.
Only in Reading.
A lot of fun stuff going on here at the ballpark. Not just great prospects on the field, but great entertainment as well. Eastman with a big windup. The 1-2 sent foul. We'll go again.
Free t-shirt giveaway tomorrow too. Play ball weekend.
Play ball weekend t-shirts. Going to be a lot of fun. Lehigh Valley just about ready to get their start down in Omaha. Jersey Shore had a great start out of Ben Brown as Sitta fouls one back. Brown has been absolutely dominant in his last few outings. A quality start again. 6 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run, 11 strikeouts. 11, that's insane. How many batters did he face? Let me see. 19.
I'm peeking over too. That's
struck out 11 of 19.
Wow.
Sitta checks his swing here, but he doesn't go around. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And only 2 hits given up.
Very impressive for Brown. But his teammates are going to have to give him some run support if he wants to keep that. A swinging strike out of Sitta is out number 1 here in the 5th. That is Eastman's 4th K of the contest, as I said before, using a lot of ground balls to get outs on the board. He'll see Matt Frazier, speaking of ground balls, he grounded out to second his first time up. Number 7 hitter in the Altoona lineup. Altoona took game 1 of the doubleheader, shutting out the Fightin Phils 4-0. But since then, Reading has really dominated the rest of the series, winning 3 straight over the curve, including last night's big 7-5 victory. A ball and a strike here to Frazier from the left side. There's a pitch in the dirt. Logan requests a new baseball. That one will go back to the dugout for its 10 minutes of timeout before it joins the rotation once again.
I love how Logan always hits it right on the money with the bat boy that's sitting right outside the dugout. It always just seems to trickle right to his feet.
Has a good arm there. This one's outside again. 3-1 the count here. 1 out in the top of the 5th, scoreless in Baseball Town. Both of the starters still remain in this contest. They've been pitching very strong. Ground ball sharply into the glove of Josh Occamy. So quick he can make the play himself unassisted. We've actually seen that twice so far in the contest.
Emily making the kids happy today.
Little kids in front of the booth waving to us. With 2 outs on the board, here's Connor Scott.
I mean, they already got 2 hot dogs from the crazy hot dog vendor. What else? He had 2 chances to catch one, too.
I know, but I didn't catch one either. Tough day for me up here in the booth.
Well, the booth itself caught one yesterday. I mean, that hot dog that got fired up here was a rocket.
Scott takes a ball to start off his at-bat. Eastman's got 2 quick outs. He's had 2 1-2-3 frames so far in this contest. Can he do it another night? Another night, another inning. 2 balls, no strikes. Shadow starting to trickle off across the field. About left and home plate. Going to be out of the sun in just a few moments. 2-1 here to Scott. Batting .282. Pretty solid with 40 hits under his belt. The righty comes home to the lefty, hitting the corner. What a frame by Logan Occamy, caressing it into the strike zone. 2-2. 2 outs on the board. Top of the 5th inning. The curve, just 2 hits. Redding, 1. Very clean, good defensive work in the field on either side. Eastman takes a big deep breath. Here's the 2-2, a line drive, and Jonathan Guzman stretches out his arm and makes the play. What a catch to end the inning. A 1-2-3 for Colton Eastman on to the bottom of the 5th. Redding looking for some offense.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Reading looking to get on the board here. 0-0. Pitchers duel here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Kevin Vicuña, Chris Sharp, and Jonathan Guzman will be your batters here as Vicuña takes a called strike. He popped up to the shortstop. His first time up. Reading just 1 hit so far. That came off the bat of Chris Sharp. 2 walks, though. Occamy and Occamy have been on the base paths as Kevin takes one outside. 1-1. Colton Eastman has done them a fantastic job of keeping his team in this game and now looking for a little offensive action as Vicuña pokes this the opposite way, right over the first baseline. It's traveling all the way to the wall. Vicuña coming up at second, a double to start off this frame, and that's exactly what we were looking for.
Let's see if we can keep this rally going, and that was buried deep into that corner down the right field line.
Kind of came up at the R-Phil's bullpen, and Vicuña has a lot of speed, was able to leg out a double. Here's Chris Sharp, who has the only other hit of the contest. And now we'll see a meeting at the mound here. The entire infield coming in for one base runner.
Interesting.
Have to adjust the strategy here with Majinski. I guess Chris Sharp certainly capable of doing damage as he digs in his right foot up at the plate. Meeting at the mound, breaking up Henry Davis. Will head back behind the dish. Now, an interesting thing about Davis is that he was rehabbing in low A prior to coming back to double A, and he actually was in the series with Bradenton when they were facing our low A affiliate Clearwater, and Clearwater got no hit in that contest, which was called by the catcher Henry Davis. So Davis catching a no-hitter as he lets a ball past him, and coming to third is Kevin Vicuña on a passed ball, which means that it was on the fault of the catcher. So right as I'm saying, he called a great game for a no-hitter. He makes basically a catcher's form of an error. And Reading gets a runner 90 feet from home plate and the speedy Kevin Vicuña here. And you know, you don't know if this could be all that we're going to see in this contest, and Reading trying to take advantage of it with no outs on the board. Sharp takes ball number 2.
And let's see if you can get a little bit of another offensive streak going here. I mean, Sharp hasn't really put the ball in play and gotten on base that much.
The infield's playing into him. They're trying to preserve the run at the plate.
It's been a tough go-around for him, and he was on the COVID list for a little bit. Didn't really see a lot of time here, but started off this game really well. Hopefully he can keep it going.
Fairly new to the team, only being signed just a little bit ago on May 6th, so about a month with the squad, but as Alexis said, about 2 weeks of that was on the COVID IL. So just getting some regular play right now as he has 3 balls and 1 strike, just looking to keep the line moving here against the Altoona curve. A runner on third and no outs. Takes a swinging strike, and now the count is full. The infield's going to stay in at that grass edge, trying to see if Kevin Vicuña will come home. Of course, he's not forced to come home. He can stay out on third all he wants. Sharp sends this deep enough to Frazier. Vicuña is going to try to tag up here. The center fielder makes the catch. Kevin sprinting home. Is there a play at the plate? No. A sacrifice fly from Chris Sharp gets the job done, and the Reading Fightin' Phils lead 1-0. The perfectly played ball by Chris Sharp, just getting it deep enough. That's exactly what he was looking to do, drive in the run. Any way you can drive in the run. And he did just that. Reading gets on the board first here, and now the stats kind of falling in their favor. But a 1-0 lead certainly not enough, I would say. I don't think any lead is enough.
Nope.
Here's Jonathan Guzman. Takes a first pitch strike and then another one down 0-2 quickly here. So 2 really great at-bats by Chris Sharp today. And the Fightin' Phils lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Guzzi takes a ball outside, 1-2. After Jonathan Guzman is Sal Gazzo, and then we go to the top of the order, just 1 out on the board. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for Reading, so we should see Colton Eastman once again as Jonathan Guzman sends this deep, but foul. He'll keep his count. Majinski deals, and Guzman chases for a swinging strike 3. There's out number 2 in this frame for Sal Gazzo. Gazzo struck out swinging his first time up. He's going to stick it out in the lefty batter's box against the righty, so they'll put on the shift for him. Triolo playing in at third. Gazzo takes the ball outside.
So when you're just younger, do you decide to learn how to become a switch hitter, or does it just happen?
So what happened with Sal is that he had a professional baseball playing dad who helped him at a very young age learn how to switch hit. I don't think it's something that you can learn as an adult. I think you really have to learn it as a child, like learning a different language. As the 2-0 comes way inside, 3-0, and it's such a impressive skill to me. First of all, I try to do anything with my left hand.
Oh,
I feel like I can't
either.
even like function.
I can't paint my right hand, my right fingernails. I can't shoot a basketball with my left hand, even a layup.
To be able to do what Sal does, I mean, people don't appreciate how impressive it is as he takes the strike. And to be able to focus on working enough all the time on either side is a lot of extra work that he's putting in, but he ends up popping out to the shortstop here. That'll do it for the Fightin' Phils, but they get a run on the board. They lead 1-0 as we head into the top of the 6th. Come up in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Colton Eastman will take the 6th frame. We've only seen 2 other pitchers so far this summer take 6 frames. That has been James MacArthur for the Fightin' Phils. He's done that twice so far this season, along with Noah Skiro, who's done it once. But Colton Eastman is going to have to get 3 outs if he wants to get through this frame. He'll see Andres Alvarez, the number 9 hitter, and then back to the top of the order with Peguero and Triolo. He's only allowed 2 hits so far and a pair of walks. Up the middle goes Alvarez sharply into the glove of Kevin Vicuña, who sends it over to first, and there's out number 1. That was the 7th ground ball out induced by Colton Eastman, and 3 of them have been to 4 of them, there we go, I thought there was one more, have been to second base. Here's Leover Peguero, who's had one of just 2 hits on the night for the Curve. Redding's only had 2 hits, but they were able to do them very timely and score a run. Peguero takes a called strike. Eastman kicks and fires home. This is rocketed out to left. It holds up in the sky. It's being chased over by Freesia. A jumping Chris Sharp can't make the catch as it's over the wall. And it's a solo home run by Peguero to tie this game up at 1.
That was just an unfortunate bounce, too. I mean, it was just so close.
Sharp did his best to snag that and rob Peguero. But he's able to tie up this game with 1 swing of the bat. Here is Jared Triolo.
And back to Kevin Vicuña being kind of the, pick-me-up guy on this team. He just went up to Colton Eastman and said, gave him a clap, gave him a point, and said, you're still in this game. Let's finish out this inning. That's the kind of encouragement you need when you give up a game-tying home run.
And it was just, honestly, 1 bad pitch that he's had, and it stinks. I've said that before.
Yeah.
When you miss just on 1 pitch and the game is so close like this, it weighs way more than it normally would.
And he's pitched very well so far.
And that's kind of where the mental toughness comes in. If you can stay with your head in this game and get out of the frame. I mean, still going to be a quality start for Eastman if he can get through this one without any more damage. He's got 1 out on the board, and he's got a 1-2 count here to Triolo. Triolo walked once, but was caught up in a double play ball. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball left side. Guzman bobbles it. And that is back-to-back days where he's made a fumble at shortstop after I said that he was leading the Eastern League defensively at shortstop. But he's still fantastic out of there. That is a rogue miscue by Guzman. He has been very impressive.
Definitely. And we saw him make that great snag earlier up in the air. He was just airborne on that play, but certainly unfortunate there, but chance to turn 2 here.
And we know Eastman induces ground balls. He's already got a double play ball out of Henry Davis. The runner is going. The throw from Occamy. The tag from Vicuña, and not in time. That was a perfect throw by Occamy on the right side of the bag. But just a jump by Triolo. Gets himself over and breaks up the double play.
And Logan knew it too. You could see him kick his leg out there at the end, but there was really nothing he could do about that. That was a perfect throw, but just too great of a jump there.
So runner on second as Davis took a strike. And now Eastman's going to have to work out of a jam here. The go-ahead run on board. We're tied 1 apiece here in the top of the 6th. 3 men standing out in the bullpen, but nobody is stretching or throwing. Sharply struck by Davis, but it's foul, and that'll go in as strike 2. Getting the sign from Logan Occamy back behind the plate. The righty Davis is 0 for 2 today. He's got a runner on second with 1 out. Here's the pitch, ground ball left side. Guzman got this one all the way to first, and he'll put out number 2 on the board. Triolo stuck at second for Matt Gorski.
First baseman, Matt Gorski.
I'm watching back that catch by Chris Sharp. Oh my gosh, he was just maybe 1 foot away from catching that ball, which is a lot in vertical. I mean, he did his best. Runner going. The throw down by Occamy is late, and now they've got the go-ahead run at third base in Jared Triolo.
I mean, we were both looking down at this play by Chris Sharp, but from what I saw out of the corner of my eye of this play, it was another great throw by Logan Occamy, but just an even better jump by Triolo.
It's tough to get a good throw in with a righty batter down to third because you have to throw behind them, and that's kind of off the baseline, so he's aiming a little bit different than he would on a throw down to second. It did go in as a strike to Gorski. Now Eastman misses outside 1-1. And 2 outs on the board here. Eastman trying to preserve this tied ball game. Righty deals in the dirt. Good block by Occamy. We're kind of right back where we started. 1-1 is like, what's the difference between 1-1 and 0-0?
Just a tad bit of excitement.
That's true. The fans did get to see some fun action here. And Altoona threatening once again. Eastman looking to get out of it with just that 1 run of damage. Here's the 2-1. Slow roller to third. They're going to say it bounced over the plate, foul, and it'll be strike at number 2. And now Eastman, an opportunity to get out of this clean. Reading scored their run in the bottom of the 5th inning. Chris Sharp, a sacrifice fly to score Kevin Vicuña. Altoona, a solo shot from Leover Peguero, tied up this game in the top of the 6th. Eastman glove at the chest, out of the stretch. 2 outs on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, fouled back, will go again. Shade has covered the entire field of play as the sun begins to set beyond the wall back behind us. We had a great baseball sky yesterday, hoping for another one today. Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs inside, and now the count is full. Triolo off the bag at third. Logan Occamy is fighting to be clean back behind the plate. We saw a wild pitch score the winning run for the Fightins in another contest. Don't want to see that happen here for Altoona. Runner on third. Here's the payoff pitch. Time was called by Gorski, so it doesn't work for Eastman, which is fine because it was a ball down and away. So we'll take it. No pitch. signified by the official score as time was granted prior. Now we'll step back in the righty batter's box, and Eastman is going to get another opportunity here. Runner on third. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. Ground ball gobbled up by Salgazzo. Couple pumps over to first, and that'll do it. The tie ball game here. Peguero, a solo shot, makes it 1-1, but we have a contest here. The Fightin' Phils are due up in the bottom of the 6th, looking to get back on the board.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
A call from the Alvernia University bullpen here as we start off the bottom of the 6th inning in a tie ball game. Joe Jakes coming in for his 2nd outing here in rehab. And he will see the top of the Fightin' Phils order in Vito Fresia, Jack Conley, and Josh Occamy. Jakes threw an inning of work the other day. He's rehabbing to get back to AAA. Usually when you think of a rehabber, you think of a major leaguer, but it's just somebody who's coming back from a level above. He had 1 inning of work, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts and 22 pitches to start off Wednesday's game. So his first relief appearance, but more of a reliever anyways, as he sends 3 straight balls here to Vito Fresia. Reading looking for just a runner on base here as we're all knotted up at 1. The curve 3 hits, Reading 2. Fresia takes ball 4 outside, and that'll do it. Reading, you'll get the go-ahead run down on first in Fresia, and here is Jack Conley with nobody out. The Fightin' Phils scored their run in the bottom of the 5th. Chris Sharp sacrificed himself out to center field to plate Kevin Vicuña, and a solo home run by Peguero tied us up at 1 apiece. Colton Eastman through 6 was pretty dominant. We should see somebody else for the 7th. Majinski only made it through 5 innings of work, giving up just 2 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned because of that pass ball from the catcher, basically an error for the catcher's position that allowed the runner to advance to 3rd. As Conley takes a first pitch strike, Jakes comes way inside, 1-1.
Looks like Austin Ross warming in our bullpen down there.
So perhaps we'll see Ross for the 7th, but here in the bottom of the 6th, the Fightin' Phils have a runner on. Jakes to left. He has good vision of Vito Fresia down there. He's not swiped a bag so far this season as Conley pokes this foul. His count will move to 1-2. Jakes sets up on the 3rd base side of the rubber. He sort of has, I don't want to say a sidearm release, but a different slot angle. You know what? I'm going to say sidearm there. 4-6-3. And Jack Conley grounds into a double play. from the second baseman to the shortstop and over to first, and that erases the runner on the base paths for 2 outs. And here is Josh Occamy. Occamy 0 for 1 with a walk in today's contest. So if we watch Jake's throw, he bends over very far, and then his slot is right about at his waist. So I'm talking about his release point, and where he comes around with his arm is about a 90-degree angle, not overhead, but off to the side, and then dropping it off out at the waist. A big leg kick, and he comes home outside. A ball and a strike here to Josh Occamy.
That is very interesting. I haven't seen anything like that. I mean, there is the sidearm, but you're right. That's not a sidearm.
It's his slot a little bit. It's just different than most, and we've seen a couple sidearms. I think we've seen one submarine pitcher so far this season, but whatever works for him, and it's certainly working now as he takes a big step with his right foot. Coming home, Occamy sends this foul back into the net behind home plate, and now the count is 2-2. Coming set, glove at the waist. Occamy sends it foul into the stands very sharply. And we'll go again. Josh is fighting off Jakes here. Trying to get something on the board for the Fightins. He chops it foul down the first baseline. Pitch number 6 coming in. And we'll go again. Lefty matchup here from Jakes. Josh settles back into the box. 2-2, checks his swing, but it's a called strike 3, and that will do it here in the bottom of the 6th. Facing the minimum is Jakes in his 1 inning of work. We'll head into the top of the 7th, tied at 1. A call to the Alvernia University bullpen here in the top of the 7th will send in Austin Ross for Colton Eastman, who threw a quality start. 6 innings of work, 3 hits, just 1 run. The solo shot by Peguero, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts on 84 pitches, 10 groundouts. So talk about weak contact producing. That is the kind of, that just carried right away.